Everyone, so I'm back again for the final day of the 5 day energy assessment challenge. And it is a challenge that is designed to prompt you to think about where you're investing your energy, things you can do to change. This is especially good for those of you who are feeling burned out and are always tired and can sense, or maybe you can't sense that there's been a drain on your energy and you can't quite get to the bottom of it, but you need to do something because you're kind of tired of being tired, or you're just exhausted and have nothing left over for yourself. So day 5 is going to be all about time management. And as you know, if you follow me, I coach people in improving their time management. And this is actually one of the most highly requested areas of service I offer. So I'm also a professional organizer. I do home and office organizing and productivity coaching. And under productivity coaching, we have time management assistance in improving those skills. So let's just dive right in. If you see me glancing off camera, it is to look at my notes because I have a lot of notes. So the first question I'm going to ask you to think about is, how are your time management skills? Are you able to meet deadlines? Do you get to work on time? Do you get to social functions on time? And with that, sometimes I know it's okay to be a little bit late. Like maybe you don't want to be the first person to show up for a party, but in general, do you aim to get there toward the beginning, but you never arrive before it's like almost over? Do you have time to rest? That is a very huge indicator of how you're investing your time and whether you're going about things in a way that's helpful to you. You need rest. And if you don't have time to rest, then it's time to reevaluate what you're doing about your time management and how, you're going about your day. And granted, some people feel like, you are 9 times out of 10 doing the best you can, but some people feel like there's just no way, when sometimes there are these sort of hidden ways that you don't quite realize on your own that you could be saving time and going about your daily tasks more efficiently, spending more time with your family, spending more time on your side hustle or your main hustle, whatever it is. And it's just helpful to have a third party walk with you through those things. So that question is, how are your time management skills? And be honest with yourself about it. We all, all of everything I do is based on self-honesty. And if you have difficulty being honest with yourself, stick with me and I will help you get better at that too. Which, it's a good thing. Like, your life will improve once you can be honest with yourself. If you struggle with that issue. So anyway, question number 2 is, does your level of wealth reflect the amount of time you invest in working for it? And so what I mean by that, and I've been there, like recently been there, like, okay, so you work a lot, all you do is work, all you know is work, you never have free time. And you're like, but I don't even own this yet, and I don't own that, and I haven't met this goal, and I'm just exhausted, and I barely have the energy to keep going, and I feel like I'm only at like I'm a couple steps from the start line, let alone reaching the finish line on my the goal I'm working toward. So yeah, if you're there, yes, things take time, but it's also helpful to take a step back and to look at whether you are going about things in the most time efficient manner, in the most energy efficient manner, in the most focus efficient manner. Because your focus isn't the same throughout the day, and you need to prioritize your tasks according to your ability to assign focus to them. And I talk more about that in, I have some ebooks coming on morning routine. Certainly have like a lot of posts on morning routines. I do have a cheat sheet on nighttime routines, things like that. They may seem little, but when you put them all together, they can equate to you having more time and more energy at the end of the day to live a more balanced life and to devote focus on yourself, in addition to doing everything you need to do throughout the day. And those things are especially good, like having a routine, learning how to prioritize tasks are good for people who struggle with decision making and knowing what's important. So yeah, just, stick around. I'll help you with all this stuff. So, okay. So yeah, that was question number 2. Does your level of wealth reflect the amount of time you spend working for it. And, obviously you have to consider whether you just started working for it yesterday or whether you've been working 10 years and are in the same place. So it's all relative, but very, very relevant, important question to be asking yourself. So question 3 is, do you spend enough time doing things you want to do? And this is a good one. A lot of entrepreneurs, the answer to that would be no. And this actually ties into question number 2. A lot of people feel like you have to be in work mode 100% of the time, and it's a badge of honor to work, and to not rest and to not do anything else and to have health problems and all this stuff because you work, darn it, and you work for everything you've got. I'm not going to discount hard work. You should work hard, but you should also work smart, and you should be sure that you're investing in yourself as a human being, because your hard work is going to be for naught if you are not spending time on your health, spending time with your family. If you're in if you've got a good family situation, or if you've got kids or whatever, spending time with your family, spending time with friends, spending time, even if you just like to sit by yourself and watch a movie or get a pedicure, whatever it is, if you're not investing in activities that refill your glass, so to speak, you're doing yourself a disservice. And a lot of people will brag about being that way because it's kind of all they have. No shade if that's what you do. But and that's not everybody necessarily, but a lot of people, like, you can't do that. You need more balance. Otherwise you'll be tired all the time, like you probably are now if you're watching this video. But no offense, I'm here to help you. Okay, so, question 4. How much time do you spend doing things I scribbled through that. Okay, doing things that add value to your quality of life. This ties into question 3. You can't just drain from your quality of life. Why does lighting keep changing? It's fine. Can't just drain from your quality of life and, expect to have something comfortable and cushy to go back to at the end of the day. You have to invest in your home. You have to invest in your health. You have to invest in, quality relationships, and these things take time. And so that's why it's important to allocate time. In addition to allocating time to working, you have to allocate and set aside time to make sure you feel good in your own body, to make sure you feel good in your home, to make sure you feel good in your relationships, to make sure you have somewhere to go outside of work, because work isn't always going to be good, or it might not always be fulfilling and fun and everything you imagine it would, or you dreamed that it would be. So you got to have something else outside of that. And so it's important to align yourself in such a way that you're investing in those things as well. And number 5, the final question, do you invest time in your mental health? This might be, apart from physical health, it's tied for number 1 with the most important thing. You can't pour from an empty cup. That is a phrase that, like, many of you have heard before. You can't pour from a cracked cup. You can't pour from a shattered cup. Basically, you have to get your mental cup in order. And that might mean going to see a therapist if that's what you need to do. Everybody, I think, needs to see a therapist at one point, like a counselor or whatever. Talk therapy is a very good thing for most people on this planet, if not everyone, probably everyone, because we've all got our hang-ups and whatever. And you just need someone to disrupt your pattern of thinking. You can't stay in your own head all the time. In addition to that, like, it might just mean taking a de-stress day, like a moment to distress, a weekend, whatever it is. You can't keep piling on top of your mental health and not expect your health to decline. And so, yeah, invest in your mental health. It'll help your business. It'll help your family life. It'll help your social life. It'll help your physical health, all of that stuff. And it's important to get exercise too for physical and mental health. So all of those talking points wrap up actually the 5-day energy assessment. There will be an ebook coming, and I'll have a link for you to join so we can investigate these topics in more depth. I know they rang true for a lot of you. So on that note, I'm going to end that video and keep an eye on my account for your opportunity to sign up for your free ebook, and we will go from there. Take care.